Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to my channel, Autumn Moon the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Aquarius. It is general, so it might not resonate for you, but if you're drawn to the video, then there may be a message intended for you, or the entire message might be intended for you. Some part of it really doesn't resonate, though. Don't try to force it. Just take what feels like it's yours and leave the rest behind. Can I get, we're starting here with the Journey of Love Oracle deck. We're pulling card for past, present, and future for you and the person you're connecting with romantically, Aquarius. And then we're going to clarify those with tarot, with the Heaven and Earth Tarot. And last, we'll pull out an oracle message from the Lover's Oracle. So right now we're looking for present energy for you and the person that you're connecting with, Aquarius. I'm not usually a big fan of the past, present, future layout. But when I got this deck that I'm using here, this Journey of Love, I pulled it out and it just felt like that's what I was supposed to do with it. It was really, I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. Can I get a future for Aquarius and the person they're connecting with romantically? Okay. So for the past for you, Aquarius, we got card 52, the Ancient Ones, and 45, Hidden Beauty. Now, I actually already know what both those cards mean, but I'm going to read from the book just because I think it's important. Also, they have a poem at the end of each of their descriptions, and I like to read that out because you don't know if that will resonate with you more for some reason. I know personally when I did my reading for myself, the poem really resonated for me. So current energy, we have number 69, Contemplation. And future energy, we have 56, Dance of the Planets. Interesting. So I'm going to start here with card 52, the Ancient Ones. It's a lot of reading, but please bear with me because I think it's worth it. The Ancient Ones. So this is past for you, Aquarius, and the person you're connecting with. And please remember, past can be anywhere from like a day ago to like years ago, and same with future. It can be a day from now or years from now. I know personally when I did this reading for myself, it ended up being a week. But then I did, I know that it's not the same for everybody, so just apply it how it resonates for you, okay? So 52, the Ancient Ones. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the Ancient Ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real. It is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. And then the poem here says, here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. So that's 52, the Ancient Ones. So you also got 45, Hidden Beauty. Oh, that's actually a really great combination. So the 52 says in the past that you had a lot of I mean, that you were progressing spiritually, you know, you were moving forward on your path. And this is the two of you together. So these readings have felt a little bit more like directed at the person that I was reading to, or the sign that I'm reading to, but we are asking about your past. So it may be that one or both of you were growing spiritually, you know, and expanding and lifting yourself up, you know, lifting your energy level and lifting your spiritual level. Okay. And it was being acknowledged, but maybe not yet felt. Okay. Which is what this is saying. And actually, hidden beauty, I'm going to read that to you. It's hidden beauty. You're glimpsing beauty, and yet there's more to be revealed. There's more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait, let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. This oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at present. Take heed and relax. All is as it's meant to be, and soon you too will be able to see. And then the poem says, when I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light and you. Which is a card of kind of anticipation. You know what I mean? Because it says in the past here that you've grown a lot. Like spiritually, okay, a lot of personal development, and you're starting to witness something, like you're feeling like it's not manifesting fully in your life. And I've done this, I've been in this position before, and it's frustrating because you're like, I've really worked and I really tried so hard, and like, why isn't anything, why am I still struggling? Why is this still hard for me? And so I feel like that's that energy here. And it may be getting a glimpse at what's to come, but not really seeing the full picture yet. You know, this is really anticipation, a lot anticipation. Anyway, we're going to clarify with tarot, but we're going to move now to your current energy, which is 69, contemplation. Contemplation. Within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to the question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message that your own divine nature This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there's a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. And then it says, patterns break through the night, in beams of light awakening, memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. So I've actually I've seen this card before, and I think that this is saying one that you're trying to, there's a deeper understanding within yourself. And it's kind of like a hermit sort of feeling, a hermit sort of card. Like, sit with yourself and listen to yourself, because there's a conversation that you need to have with your intuition. There's a conversation you need to have with your star. That star is that it's like our heartbeat. It's the center of us. It holds all of our dreams and our hopes. That's what that hermit star is. It's that piece inside of us. And it's like, you need to take a minute, or you are taking a moment right now, trying to listen to that, trying to communicate with your inner self and focus on what you want and where you want to go. And yeah, and as it's saying, as soon as you get the question right, then the answer will unfold in front of you. And that is your current state in this connection. Okay. The last card is 56, Dance of the Planets. 56. There are forces larger than your own personal destiny at work in your life now. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you may feel as though you are being blocked from, or on the other hand. Okay, sorry. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you may feel as though you are being blocked from, or on the other hand, rocketed towards the heavens on a roll that nothing can derail. Either way, the planets are dancing as they will, and there is an effect upon your destiny. It was meant to be at this time. From rising, there will be gentle rest to recover before rising again, and from restraint, there will be propulsion into greater stratospheres. All things in time according to the wisdom of greater cycles. It is okay to trust in the cosmic cycles and divine timing. After all, what point is there to rush to the bus stop if the bus doesn't depart until tomorrow? And what point is there to hold back if you are ready and set to go? Trust in the timing and rhythm of your life now, especially if it seems out of your control. This is the dance of the planets happening through you. The oracle brings a message. Pray that the planetary forces funnel blessings of grace and unconditional love, mercy and joy to you now, that their movements through your life may happen in such a way that you can make the most of it. These are the times when big shifts are possible, supported by cosmic movements, so pray for grace and then enjoy the ride. In those days, time was ours. We walked in the rain and held each other's hands. Your lips warm against my skin and your soul melting into mine as night became morning amongst the cobblestone walks of now forgotten places we called ours. Wow. Wow. It feels like it speaks of change, like big change, but change that you maybe felt coming, or you've either anticipated or you've been rejecting. It feels like there's big change in your future. That's what this feels like to me. And possibly, and they're saying it doesn't really indicate, like, it doesn't really indicate. It says that it's happening as it's supposed to and in the time that it's supposed to. Yeah, it's something that you've either anticipated or that you've been trying to avoid, but it's going to happen because it's supposed to happen. This feels almost like a tower, but tower isn't always bad, remember, okay? Because it's change that it has to happen. It has to happen. And sometimes it's positive change. The tower isn't always negative change. It's just drastic and sudden. And yeah, and that's kind of what this feels like, except that it's been anticipated. It's coming. And so let's go ahead and clarify these with tarot. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm using the Heaven and Earth Tarot deck. Let's start with your past, the ancient ones, and hidden beauty. Which was this growth, the spiritual growth that you were going through, and witnessing a glimpse at all that it would become, like how it would manifest for you in life, but really not seeing the whole picture with that hidden beauty. Can we please clarify the past for Aquarius? in regards to romantic relationship. The past, the ancient ones, and hidden beauty. Can you please clarify this for us? Ooh. Please clarify the past. That's interesting. We get the Ace of Swords, which is an understanding. Ace of Swords, Ace is new beginnings, of course, and swords represent truth and logic and what's the word I'm thinking? I can't, my brain has gone blank, but the Ace of Swords sometimes for me is like a light bulb coming on, a sudden realization, a sudden understanding of something. And maybe that is that this, this speaks about personal growth and feeling like it's not manifesting in your life, right? And it may be that you understood that it needed to take time with that Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Swords could represent a beginning in an understanding, something that you understood at this point that you didn't understand in the past, And if we're talking about your spiritual growth, it could be an opening of that door. Because like I said, aces are new beginnings. So aces are new beginnings, and swords are knowledge and understanding. So it could be that door opened to you and you started building on it, and it was the start of that journey. And so that's what this would represent. It would represent the understanding of something and the beginning of that journey in that understanding. Okay. We also get the Eight of Pentacles with this, and the Eight of Pentacles can sometimes be in regards to work. So it might actually be that this was a new beginning in regards to your profession, because it's the Eight of Pentacles. But the Eight of Pentacles is really just about working at something until you perfected it. And so you keep working and you keep building and you keep trying and you keep, getting better and better. You're like progressing, okay? And doing a better time. Each time you do it, you perfect it more. And so it might be that that's just your understanding. But that Ace is, I'm so sorry, that was a really loud card. But with that Ace of Swords, it could just mean that you understand that it takes time. Like in this situation, you were working on yourself, you were improving yourself and not seeing that improvement within your life. And it may be feeling or understanding that it was something that was going to take time. It was something that you just continue working at, you keep plugging away, and it would eventually lead you to where you need to be. Okay. Let's take a look at contemplation, which of course, like I said, I feel like this is like that hermit energy. Like you're having a conversation with yourself. Either you are, or you need to. But contemplation. Please clarify contemplation. Ooh. That's so funny. The hermit. Yeah. Yeah, that's just so funny. It's so funny when that happens. Anyway, so yeah, this is sit with yourself. Sit with yourself, have a conversation, and look at that star. Okay, the hermit is turning to himself because the answer isn't out here. Okay, the answer's in here. And so you can't look out there. You've got to listen to yourself. There's this conversation that you need to have. And so go within. And either you are doing this already or it's something that you need to do. But let's go ahead and take a look at 56. Dance of the Planets, which like I said, feels like a big change that's coming that needs to come, or you will know before it happens. With this, maybe this hermit is leading you to it. Maybe when you find the way to word that question that you need to ask, when you find the proper wording, you will understand what this is and why it's coming, and and what you need to do to get there. Oh my gosh, the Fool. That's First off, a new beginning, okay? Because the Fool is the first card of tarot. It's 0. And this is him starting that journey, okay? Tarot is it's the story of the Fool, really, of his path, okay? And this is his first step. This is really an exciting card, actually, because this is a fresh start, a new beginning. And it's something that you're excited about. The Fool is excited. He's not nervous. He's not afraid. He's courageous. And he's ready to start this journey. So, yeah, there's this new beginning for you. Something is changing drastically, and you're going to start fresh. And in regards to if you're in a relationship already, then because we're asking about love and we're asking about relationships. So if you're in a relationship already, the Fool could indicate a new, like a fresh start in that relationship, like a kickstart, but it might be different for everybody watching, to be honest. The Fool could be a new journey with somebody new. It could be a fresh start for you and somebody else. Or it could be if you're in a relationship that maybe you need to not be in because it's no longer helping you here. It's no longer helping with this forward progress and this spiritual growth. And maybe this is you like looking within and maybe realizing that you need to not be in it. And this would be, of course, a fresh start. So, I mean, it can be taken very, very different ways depending on what situation you are in. But it does look like in regards to love, there's going to be a new beginning for you in the future with that Fool card there. And what kind of beginning that is, I think that's what you're discovering right now. Like, is this, if you're in a connection, do you need to like jumpstart it? Do you need to like reconnect and I don't know the words. Or is it something that you need to walk away from? Or maybe you've been looking in the wrong place for love. You've been thinking you were going to find it in some place in particular, but you need to like look within and maybe you'll find the answer that you've been looking in the wrong place. I don't know. Like this is going to resonate very differently for different people. I feel like it feels a little bit vague, but also very specific. So I hope it resonates for you. I'm going to draw a card from the Lover's Oracle here. There are just so many possibilities with these cards here. Well, I mean, it's going to be different for everybody because you hear the message that it's intended for you. You hear what's necessary for you to hear. And like I said, for everybody who's watching, it might be different what this means, you know, and what this question is that you need to ask yourself here. Okay. But, oh boy, did I mess that one up. Okay. Can we get a message for Aquarius in regards to love? For Aquarius, please. This is the card we get. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. It's interesting because this is about, you know, trusting the flow, like knowing, not pushing, like kind of what the Dance of Planets was saying, not pushing forward and not holding back. At least that's how it appears to me when I read it. But I know I've also read this before as like, people can be together, but also on their own journey. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people feel like when they connect with someone that they lose their own path, but you don't. You still have your path and you can still move down that path and be connected to this person and the path that you are on together. So I know I've read it that way before, but right now it feels more like it's saying, it feels more like a, kind of like a take a breath, you know, and trust that things are going to happen when they're supposed to happen kind of energy. So, Aquarius, I hope that resonated for you. I hope it brought you some kind of clarity, some kind of answers to questions you may have. Maybe it helped you discover what that question needs to be. I don't know, but Either way, I kind of threw that. I don't think that was meant for you. Either way, I hope that I wish you good luck in this and all things that you're working on. Please remember to be positive with your thoughts, positive with your words, because we draw on what we say and we draw on what we think. So be generous and be kind, be grateful. And you will find more reasons to be grateful and more ways to be generous. So good luck to you again, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have a fantastic day. Bye.